As a big theme park fan, I had very high expectations for Epic Universe. There was so much hype behind the project, and all the sneak peeks over the past few months have made me super excited and also created a picture in my head of what I thought Epic Universe was going to be. And I think maybe the best thing about it was just how different it was than that, and how different it was than any other theme park I had experienced. Rather than rushing from ride to ride and hurrying through some quick service fast food so you can get on more rides, this park is big, it's expansive, and it invites you to slow down and take in the beauty, mosey, and explore in a way that I haven't really experienced at many other theme parks. So let's talk about it. Going into Epic Universe, I thought that Celestial Park would be probably my least favorite land since it's not tied to an intellectual property, but it ended up being my favorite land of all. Visually, it's really stunning. It kind of feels like if the Bellagio and Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas were combined into an epic theme park. I also really like that it breaks away from the standard circle park. So I thought that was actually really cool visually to be able to stand at the entrance point, look down, you could see all the way to the back of the park, and you could see all the individual lands you could experience, like their portals, from that line of sight. I would say the most visually stunning lands were Isle of Berk. I remember walking through that portal for the first time, and it just opens up and it just feels so expansive to see. You know, you have the big lake in front of the mountain, you have the sculptures, you get the kinetic energy from the Hiccup roller coaster coming through that main kind of hero shot when you enter in. It hit all the notes for me. I felt the nostalgia, I felt the excitement, the energy. I would say the Super Nintendo world visually is really cool because it's so dense and chaotic, and there's so much movement everywhere that it feels like you're thrown directly into a Nintendo video game. I felt it. I was like, oh wow. I had a grin, ear to ear, because I was like, this is just really cool. Probably not my favorite land, but visually one of my favorite lands. Wizarding World is interesting because you enter in and there's kind of like a wall. I think maybe that existed to try to make it seem like, there's always a back alley entryway. Like in Diagon Alley, right? You hit the wall and then the bricks roll away and then you're into the Wizarding World. So I think this was a nod to that of like, oh, I'm just in some subway or metro station in Paris. And so when you are transported into the Wizarding World of Paris, then it opens up. So there's like this massive archway and super tall buildings. And I'm pretty sure I've heard Universal say that because this was built to the actual scale of Paris. The smallest building in this land is still taller than the tallest building in Diagon Alley. There's some really cool visual tricks. Like I like how they have the tent and it feels small, and it's cool how they butt it up against a building, so it's a natural way to create that effect. So when you enter the tent, it's very Harry Potter, right? It opens up, it's expansive, there's like a whole new world, but visually all you've seen is you've entered into this tiny little tent. I think the flue flames are really creative, especially the first time we went through it, they were really allowing you to go with just your party, so you got that real experience of like the when the smoke shoots up and the green light and you enter and then it opens into the Ministry of Magic. It's honestly a magical experience. Universal knows how to do Harry Potter. I'd say they're 3 for 3 on their lands. I think Dark Universe was about as cool as it could be for someone who doesn't know much about that stuff and who isn't really into the classic monster world. Having Danny Elfman score it really sets the tone in a cool way. That really immerses you in the land. Visually, it's very like a fairy tale world that somehow got taken over by monsters. We really enjoyed the 2 rides. I think the Monsters ride is unique and the animatronics are as advertised. They're very lifelike. And I even think the Curse of the Werewolf roller coaster, while it's short, is pretty fun. I think that's a unique take on a spinning coaster to have a launch and a little bit of that boomerang thing where you go reverse and then you come back forward. So this take might be a little polarizing because I saw some people complaining that they felt Epic Universe didn't have enough quick service restaurants, but I actually liked that it didn't have that. I thought that was really awesome. I love that it was primarily restaurant focused, or quasi restaurant. You could still order on your app and they bring you food. You don't have to wait in line and do a whole dinner service. I really liked that the food was elevated. It was much more like a resort level experience. In Paris, we ate at the cafe and had this like herb crusted quarter chicken with green beans and rosemary potatoes. And we had at the barbecue restaurant, the Oaken Tavern, and we had a really good barbecue pulled chicken salad. It was very refreshing. You know, when you're in a theme park, there's so much stimuli all the time. It's kind of nice that they went the restaurant route because it invites you to come in, sit down, slow down, and just kind of enjoy your day. There's like a ton of things I could talk about with Epic Universe. It's a massive theme park. What's really cool about it is it feels almost like an anti-theme park because rather than them slamming as many rides in front of your face during a day, I think they went for, can we make everything a show? There's a lot of thought in most of the queues. That's a big part of the story. So like the Battle for the Ministry ride, I'd say the queue might almost be better than the ride because it's so expansive and massive. It does make waiting in line a little better, albeit I'm not sure anyone wants to wait that long for a ride in general. But I appreciate what this idea and this conceptually was. I like that it's different than other theme parks. To me, Epic Universe really shows how theme parks and themed entertainment is actively changing and moving. I'm pretty excited about this breakaway from the, traditional model that we're so accustomed to. I like that this is elegant, it's expansive, it's a little bit of an art project. It's almost more resort-like. I don't know any other adjectives I can put on it in this moment, but it's just a very different experience in a good way. If you're into this kind of thing, you like talking design, theme parks, and enjoy some creative projects, then this might be the channel for you. Be sure to subscribe for more, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.